Hey everybody, it's a great night to be here with everybody here, and I'm sitting with the most perfect person in the world to me, and this is our first broadcast, and I'm so honored to sit next to this woman that's next to me. Yeah, Julie. It's Julie, and this is Nicko. I mean, this is great. How
And this is Julie. Welcome.
Oh, that's right. Hey, honey, you know what? We sat here and we did a little earlier practice about having some conversations with each other. So I think that this is kind of cool. So
It's very cool. And thank you, whoever was waiting.
I also want to say that the production of this is from Takedown Man, and thanks for opening up the opportunity and that we have that opportunity.
Yeah.
I just covered my mouth because I burped.
Oh. Yeah, you don't know.
So it's 10:26, and here we are live, and we'd like to see everybody's opinions on things that we're gonna
You won't if you don't put the live chat.
open up with. Well, we can just go here. I gotta be careful because sheesh.
I'm just curious.
There we go.
There you go.
Top chat, and we have 2 likes. Yay!
Yay! We
That's
like
what
you
we
too.
Thumbs ups are good. So we're going to keep our thumbs up, and I really would like to introduce Julie because Julie's been such a great, I don't know.
Support, perhaps?
Oh, more than that. Just a touch on the back of me that always pushed me along, and here we are together. We're sitting in our room, and we're talking here, and belief is really cool. So how we met, talk to me about that.
Oh, how we met.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was working at a store, and there's a section of it that says contractor pickup. So my first day, I went up to the register, and I said, "Well, I'm here to pick up a contractor." And she said, "What?" And I said, "I'm here to pick up a contractor. It says contractor pickup. I'd like to pick up a contractor." She said, "You are a crazy girl."
Yeah.
And lo and behold, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Kind of stranger thing is that I put a pair of boots on, and I walked in there the next day that I was wearing the same color of boots that she was, and she called me a Twinkie.
Yeah.
What in relationships is that the coolest thing is that I wake up in the morning time and I put my shoes on just like everybody else, and all of a sudden we have our only arguments about what we're wearing.
And who put on what first?
Are you serious?
Well, today,
No.
I was dressed first, and then I come out and you had the same thing on that I did.
There's no way.
What's up with that?
Yeah, there's no way. Look, I look at it this way, Julie, is that if we have nothing, we have
Then we're
nothing.
still dressed alike.
Yeah, I mean.
Or undressed alike,
So,
as it were.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's pretty cute, black and white. I mean, we're not going to
The penguin prom?
No, we're not going to go.
No. No, we're not.
But we do compare ourselves together. We actually match each other. People tell us all the time that
Are you brother and sister?
are we brother and sister? We're not that type of relationship because we're not that type of relationship.
Yeah, I know.
No, but we do blend together very well.
I think so.
I agree. That's good.
Except on the golf course.
Except for her hair. You dye yours, I don't.
Right. Well.
And yeah, golf course, no. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to bring that a little bit later.
Okay.
So I also wanted to have Julie introduce herself a little bit more about her because she's such an outgoing person. And when she's around people, we always have this little... I would say called not a disagreement, but an agreement that is that when we talk to each other and with everybody there wanting things from Julie, I get jealous.
No.
Oh yes, I do get jealous.
Well, it's happened to me too.
Well, you know, I mean,
But that doesn't mean I'm not secure with myself, but you're not secure with yourself.
we really have a large house to take care of. So,
Well, yeah, that's the other
so
thing.
we have people that come in and out all the time. So, we have an opportunity to talk about this. So,
Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
It's no, actually, it's a small. It's like an efficiency. It's a small house,
right, that's right.
and with one bedroom or one bed, one bathroom, and kitchen, and not a lot of room.
So then, this is where we come into this episode. It's a woman cave.
Well, no, it depends. What I was saying is about how sometimes when you work together all day and you spend all night together and then you sleep together, sometimes, you know, you just need a little solitude. And my only place to find solitude in this one room would be the bathroom.
This is less than 310 feet.
Yeah.
Square foot. That's what we should say.
Yeah.
Square foot.
So that, you know, in the morning I get up and I go to the bathroom, and I may spend an hour and a half in there. And you know, he's like, "What are you doing?" Well, I mean, you know, I said,
Is that not a legitimate question for a guy that has to take a...
absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem coming out of there. It's just there's so much to do in there. I mean, there's the jacuzzi tub, the hair salon and nail salon, the masseuse that comes in, and then what else? Oh, it's amazing. And I said, and you think I'm just going to the potty, but no, I'm not.
And
I'm a busy girl.
I really have to think about this because some of that stuff is mine. Got to watch that little level there, and we make sure that we don't go static out. But it is a push because some of that stuff in there is mine. So, I mean, you have
the masseuse you might not have.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Excuse me. I'm so sorry I said that because I promised I wouldn't say it. Because listen, if anybody's listening, I will not cuss again through this whole entire broadcast at all. So I apologize.
No, but so I just decided to call it my woman cave. And so I'd like to know, if there's any other women out there, and if you have a woman cave, is it a gazebo in the backyard? Is it your own private room, like a sewing room, or where do you
sauna, jacuzzi,
where do you go to
fire
find
pit?
Where do you go to find solitude and peace, where no one bothers you until you decide you want to be bothered?
Thanks, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. We have good friends.
Yeah, we do.
We are blessed to have a lot of good friends.
So I want to read this. It's interesting facts with Takedown Man. Sounds is good. You guys are good to go. Just wanted to give a heads up.
Thank you. We need all the kudos we can get.
That's right. Our first one, that's what it is about. So we're just going to talk about some other, quirky things and be friends with ourselves because that's what we love to do. We love each other and we show that kindness to each other. And,
we're talking about first dates. Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
The golf course.
Oh, the golf course. You got... And... look, I'll never forget this. If you ever want to go golfing with a girl that does not know how to golf and wants to drive the cart, forget it. I mean,
leave her in the car.
I'll tell you what, I have never had the worst caddy in my world.
I had a lot of fun.
She did. But that was our first date. That was our very first date. And when we got back to the 19th hole, which you would call it, we sat down on this step, and she had her Peppy car, and I had my Dodge truck, and I said, "Would you mind if I get a kiss from you?"
No problem here.
Little slut. But anyway, it was not a slut. It was a general thing because we both sat there and we talked and we had our relationship thing going on. You know, man, I want to tell you right now, it's not about having about an inconfidence thing. Is she really brought me out of it, and she looked at me in the sweetest eyes as she's looking at me now, and she gave me the sweetest kiss for the first time. I know it sounds sappy, but
Yeah, that's nice.
you know, all y'all know that.
That
Makes
was after I not only. I mean, I wanted to kiss you anyway, but I took him off road in the golf cart way back in the woods where you're not. He's like, I don't think we're supposed to go back here.
We
I
didn't
had
get
an
my golf
ulterior-
ball.
I had an ulterior motive, but he was like, I don't think. I'm like, oh, it's fine.
I swear
it's
to
fine.
God, I got a hole in one. I swear.
I missed that.
Yeah, well, I know because we couldn't find it, and I swear to God, it was in a hole.
That could be.
Well, look.
I know we couldn't find it. I didn't realize. I never thought about that.
That's too funny. You're thinking about that now. You remember that day? How pretty that day was?
It's beautiful.
It was. It was absolutely incredible. Listen, this is Memphis, Tennessee that we're talking about, and it's
Overton Park.
Overton Park, and thank you very much for saying that because we have to give that shout out. It's a park that
Very nice.
all our public all the public people that actually put money into it, they spent the money to do it. They have outside venues for musicians, you know, large or small.
Yeah.
And
A live theater outside.
well, Elvis Presley's daughter came there and she sang. You remember that?
I wasn't there for that.
Well, have you ever sat outside there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what it is a really cool subject is that you get to sit and get a free concert that our state puts together or our county put together, and you just get to go ahead and sit out and hang out and listen to really cool free music.
Yeah, that's cool.
Memphis is music busy. That's all it is. I mean, it's always.
But you know, right now we live in the in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's beautiful here. And so we came down here for 3 days for vacation.
That's right.
And stayed for 10 and then never left. And people were like, I can't believe that. Why do you? And I said, well, you think about it. You think about Memphis, Gulf of Mexico. Well, you've got a river there. And I'm like, you have an ocean here.
Yeah,
It's
big
prettier.
difference.
Yeah. You know, it's just so beautiful, the Gulf of Mexico, that we didn't want to leave, so we didn't. We're so situated in our lives that we could do that.
Yeah, we could, and you know what? We're grateful for that, aren't we?
Absolutely.
You know the coolest thing is that we both have an understanding where we're at. We're sitting right now in front of our own TV. We don't have that on. We don't have anything to talk about other than us. So that's why we're introducing ourselves to you.
Right. So then we need to talk about something else because
Well,
it's boring just talking about us.
I don't think
Not
so.
that we're boring, but I think it sounds a bit
Well, it's
selfish.
It's
in a way.
not selfish because Julie is definitely selfish,
Yeah, that's true.
and at the same time, we know that.
At least
together.
I'm honest about it.
Yeah, in relationships, that's what we talk about sometimes. That we have to be selfish enough to know, and
But there's also a difference between selfishness and self-care.
right. That's right. Exactly. That's exactly right. Well, can you give me a kiss on? I love
Right.
you.
I love you too. Enough of that.
And yeah, whatever. I'm in love with her. So look at the picture.
Oh, well, there is that.
And I want to also give another kick out for Takedown Man for putting our picture up. And here we are. If you're all listening and y'all want to say something, kick it out. Because it's live right now. So let's go to...
What's the next thing?
well, the next thing that you wanted to talk about was...
Oh,
so silly, isn't it?
I can't remember.
You can't?
Yeah, moms? What?
Sometimes, yeah, we get old. Yeah, we can talk about our mothers, and it is coming up
But
to
there's-
Mother's. It is coming up to Mother's Day, and I think everybody should look out to their mothers. And I'm gonna.
Everybody has one.
But I'm gonna put out my first part and my statement to my mom, and she's a great mother. She supported me so many times through the years, and you know, it's a different aspect now because people don't. I actually think if we put it politically or put it in politically right, that when we had something, we lost it, and then we gained it back. And
it's more. It means more.
More, it really does. And then when you're a child and you can't tell somebody something that affected them later, it's a tough aspect for anybody to regain or process. And processing is really a tough thing. It's a tough subject. I mean, how do you process things that hurt you? And my mom had such tragedy in her life at a point in her marriage, or that's where that went. I couldn't regain as a child because I was just a child, and I was hurt all the way through that part.
Right.
I don't want to get too deep, and
But she's a wonderful woman.
She's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and she's given so much more back,
and accepted me into your family.
Yeah.
And
you've lost your mother, and let's talk about your mom.
Yeah. I lost my mom when she was 63. She had cancer, and she had breast cancer, and then she was fine for about 3 years, and then it came back and metastasized to her bones, and that was it. And it's hard to watch someone that you love deteriorate and die before your very eyes, and there's nothing that you can do but try and give them comfort and be strong for them, and whatever their wishes are. Like I said, she took us to Disney World. When we all went happily, and whatever she needed or wanted, we were gladly there to do it. She had this T-shirt that said, "If I knew I would have loved my grandchild as much, I would have had them first." But we all knew that it was inevitable. And
she was coming to that part.
Yeah, we all knew that.
But you all made her feel comfortable.
Yes,
right.
And she went to live with my sister, and my sister's great, and she took really good care of her. And then the hospice came in, and I was talking to her, and at this point she could hear us, but she couldn't respond. And she was waiting for her brother and his wife and some of her other family to come down to see her, and they weren't coming. And I was the one that had chose to go in and tell her the truth that they weren't coming, so please don't hang on and suffer anymore. They can't come. They want to, but they can't. So don't suffer and be in pain anymore. Just let go, and you're going to a better place. Everybody knows that you're a wonderful person. And 30 minutes later, she was gone.
Yeah.
So
how's that? I mean, it put a big impact in your life. Is that correct?
When she passed?
Yeah.
Well, the whole way through. Yeah, she
right.
was a great mom. I mean, she always had dinner on the table. She always had, kind heart, loving mother. Yeah, she was great. And then when.
Do you have any quirky stories about your mom and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I was 9 years old, and way out in the middle of Arkansas, in this dirt road, and I don't know, we were both in the car, and I threw a temper tantrum, and she made me get out of the car in the middle of nowhere and left me.
She just left you?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No. And I just was like, taught me a lesson. It really did. I mean, and she didn't have to beat me up to do it. She just, I'm not having this, And
yeah. Well, if you're left out in the middle of Arkansas, I mean, You should have known better than that, kid.
Well, the thing about it too, though, is every time I got in trouble at my house, I would get grounded, and then a couple of days later, she always let me off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was the youngest child, and I looked like the only one that looked like her, so I got spoiled consequently.
Well, that's the way that happens. You know, you're spoiled shit.
I
You
am.
are today too.
Oh yeah, yeah, I am.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm not complaining about it.
Well, why wouldn't you be
Why would I be?
complaining about it?
Why would I complain
Come on,
about
man.
it? I'm not.
So,
I'm grateful for it. You can continue doing that as long as you want.
I get to pitch her butt once a day. It's my little butt. Anyway, I'm being kind and courteous. It's a little bit after 10:45. This
Way past our bedtime.
Yeah, way past our bedtime. We get to actually do this live broadcast because of Takedown Man, and thank him again. I'm going to put that out there again. So I'm going to tell you a story about something that I remember as being a kid. Mm-hmm. And hey, Julie, the cool thing is that my grandfather was in my life, and he made the most of everything for everybody.
Grandpa Brian.
Yeah, I've told you many stories, and
sounded like a wonderful man.
Sure was. Yeah, I think the coolest one was when he gave me a tool pouch, some screwdrivers, and a hammer, whatever else I had to have in my pocket that day. And I lived in Autumn Woods in Ohio, and I can shout that out because that's where I lived at. I mean, it was a kid. I didn't give out the address, but it was Autumn Woods, and Autumn Woods is no longer there anymore. I used to walk to my school, and
so he gave this.
He gave me this tool pouch. Thanks for setting me back up, and 'cause I was getting lost looking at pictures and trying to look at the computer at the same time. But I remember when he gave that to me, he said, "Build everything you want, kid. Just build everything you want." Well, so what I had this idea is after I got it, I was so grateful. I went down to the basement of our house, and I found my father's golf clubs that he never golfed with because he wasn't a golfer. He just wanted to hang out. And I took a 9-hour.
I understand that, though.
Yeah, why? Why? I mean, I took the let me finish the story. I took the 9-hour. I remember the 9-iron. I just remember the 9-iron. And Mom, if you're listening, you'll hear the stories that he had a 9-iron in his bag, and I took it out, and I took it up a tree, and it banged that 9-iron better than the hammer to put that nail in that tree to hang that first piece of wood.
What? Huh. Yeah.
Well, it sounds strange, but that's what I did. I mean I hit a heavy golf ball out of that bag because I wanted to be a golfer.
Yeah.
I lived right across the street from Muirfield. The memorial tournament. I mean, you can't get any better than that. If I could have met anybody else, I met Jack Nicklaus. I met. Here we go. Ken Venturi, Pat Summerall. I've met all these guys. I've met Arnold Palmer. I've had that opportunity. I have Fuzzy Zeller. I'm gonna give that out to you. And all these young kids that are up and coming. Boy, I respect it. I wish I could be sitting on that side of that golf course more than anybody else. I'm almost standing out of my chair right now because I had so many missed opportunities to do this.
And you, like 2 points away from tour?
Yeah, 2 points, and I put that in there. It's 2 strokes, not points.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I don't golf. I just drive the cart.
I know. She drives the cart. Oh, she's never gonna be a caddy. So anyway, I really just almost stood off the chair to tell people that the greatnesses that I've seen in my life are right in front of me, and I want to make that important. The priorities that I have nowadays aren't what I had in my past. the gifts that I have to give are what are given to me today.
Yeah.
And that's just what my mom said to you is wisdom.
Right. Yes.
Overtakes everything else. I know it's kind of corny, and if we don't, we're only starting our show off to let y'all know about who we are.
Right.
And the person that sits in front of me is the most amazing thing that I've ever met in my life. And there's nothing that I have to look back in the past for.
Would you say what's important to me now is more different than when it was years ago?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, hopefully it would be. Because we grow, we change, we experience.
I'm not on the PGA tour. I met some great people, and I looked them in the eyes. I asked questions, and that's my knowledge. I mean, if I didn't ask them those questions, where would I be at now? I mean, Katie taught me the coolest thing in the world was, look, you want to be a model and hang out with me? And I said, yeah. Why not? Here's my wife, Bo, and everybody can broadcast this live. That's who she was, and her name was Bo, and I hung out in the coolest parts of the world to.
What a neat experience.
Yeah, thank you. It sure was. Thanks for recognizing that, because it really was cool. My dad was not a golfer. I am so sorry that it took your 9 hour. You should have done something different.
It was probably where the ball was positioned, where the nail was positioned in the tree.
The ball was positioned in his bag, and then he left it there, and that's his fault. Look, I can't cuss people because I really would like to cuss this out, but I can't.
Well, some things are better said without cussing.
Yeah, you're right. That's right.
Usually it's for emphasis, and so.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Some people overuse those words, so they become redundant, and it's like, why? What's the point?
I've been saying that for a long time. So, thank God you caught up to that wisdom. I mean, you just put something in your pocket that you could never take out. I mean, really.
You don't fit in my.
No. All right, then.
What else are we talking about?
I don't know, because I don't want to get a Barry White going on here.
I never made it to the tennis tour.
So, let's talk about that.
I'm athletically challenged, but never made it to the tennis tour. Maybe that's why. I played tennis, practiced by myself on the racquetball court. That way I knew.
I still remember this.
What? The wall would always hit it back, right? And I could hit it as many times as I wanted, And that's how I learned. I mean, I just played.
She is such a nerd, man. I'll tell you what. When she left my apartment in Memphis, Tennessee, and she said, "I'm going to go play tennis." Well,
with who?
I was like, "Who?" And she come back, and I said, "Who won?"
Yeah, it's hard to lose that way.
There was no tournament going on that week. I know that for a fact, because the Tennessee, whatever. So cute. You got to see this one. You see the picture right there? Look at her mouth, wide open. What a happy woman. I mean, come on.
Yeah, usually.
I win. I win every time.
Well, and that's the other thing. Yeah. Who did you play with? Well, I was just playing
yourself.
By myself.
Now, listen, she's playing tennis with herself. Right.
Yeah.
Be nice, people. Be nice.
So what else, kids? Oh, we were talking about moms.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, how I was just talking about kids.
Well, we finished about moms, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So then, okay, I'm going to push you along here. The next thing that you like to talk about is working. Working is good. It's good ethics, and that we've met so many great people that where we work at.
Yes.
And
some people that weren't so great. But
Yeah, we're talking about babysitting people. We don't have to babysit people all the time. And, sheesh.
I think it's about 75-25.
You think so?
The good to the bad.
Okay. So, I can't.
I'll get you a cup.
You're gonna get me what? Okay, so anyway, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna sit next to Julie really close, and I'm not gonna worry about anything else I have to do right now. The motion. Listen to me. I'm good with it. I have to pee, but I'm not gonna pee in my sink. Okay, so I want everybody to know. What? No, I don't want a cup. There's no way I can. It'd be overflowing. You better give me a double gulp. I'm fine. I can hold it and restrain it. So, let me put my arm around your back here, okay? Which I'm doing right now. Everybody can hear this.
We're talking about working.
Yeah, working ethics. I think the one thing is that we work very hard and we work very well together.
Absolutely. And it's the only job that in a long time that I've had that I work 7 days a week for minimal pay and don't mind getting up the next day and doing it again.
And living with the guy that she works along with, I'm not her boss. I'm actually in this industry, I'm a person that just enjoys the same thing that I do every day too. I wake up and I'm grateful to walk up that threshold that I have. And the coolest thing about our job is that we work hard.
Harass the guest and they come back for more.
That's right. So we're allowed to talk. That's right. Our reviews are really good at points, but sometimes
not so much.
Not so much.
Not about us though.
It's not. Yeah, it's definitely not about us. Lately, I would like to bring up this thing about Bill Cosby because we're gonna pull up court issues and things that other people did. So we're gonna take it off of us for a second. Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right.
Please.
Thank God. Anyway, you guys know us a little bit more, and I also want to give another kick back out to my takedown man for setting up our studio here. And,
we kind of like you.
Yeah, we love the guy, man.
Yeah.
I respect him. I've watched everything, and man, I know who he is. If you ever met him personally, man, he's a great guy. He gives all honesty out there. He's a true man. Look, we need to give that part out to our the people that work so hard in our military. Give them the hugs that they actually deserve, and respect what they have or what they are going through. And so that's the part that we need to take for Takedown Man. Okay, so let's go back to this radio station real quick.
Okay.
All right, he set it up for us. So what I want to say, I have a lot to say. Obviously, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an annoying person. Annoying.
Not usually.
Yeah, most times when I wake up, I'm speaking.
There is that.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I can't. No wonder why you have your woman cave.
That would be the light comes on.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
I might start running these around all the. No.
So let's go to Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think about what happened
God,
today?
I didn't go. I think that he was found guilty, and I think that he knew it, and everybody knew it, and I think it just took a while for it to get prosecuted, because to get someone to come forward about something like that happened to them and turn their whole lives upside down is
Twice.
what? Oh, prosecuted twice. Yeah, it's not easy for people to come forward and in public and testify about something like that. But when you realize that it has happened to several other women, and you are all willing to stand up, and so he will get punished. It's like the tennis coach, the gymnastics coach.
Yeah.
All these girls are saying, this is what happened to me, and this is what happened to me.
It's like the guy in California. Please help me out if I'm saying it wrong. But the guy that the San Francisco,
the killer that got caught.
Yeah.
The cop.
The grandpa.
The cop. No.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
cop. I mean, we can look it up. I mean, I don't want to push any buttons on this computer because it's not mine. I'm really not sure because I don't have glasses on to actually look it up.
Well,
But
the thing about Bill Cosby getting, caught and getting prosecuted and found guilty
so
twice.
do you think Bill Cosby should spend the rest of his life in prison?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
The last 20 years, 10 years that he has doesn't look good now. But yeah, at least that's.
He should be prosecuted and he should be imprisoned. That's what I think.
And
what?
You would just. Do I think he's guilty? Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too. And you're right, Julie. I mean, in honesty, how's that next process going to happen? We don't know how that's going to happen out.
And I don't mean to be judgmental of anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It's just hard not to believe that he didn't do it.
Well, not with all those witnesses, and
Right.
and I believe you're 100% right on that. I really do. And look, he's not a figure of fatherhood or a man like that. Especially all these people that came up and said, "Hey, look, this is what this dude did."
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna call him a dude. And
Do you remember what happened to the gymnastics coach, though?
yeah, I sure do. I remember all
He
that.
got found guilty, but what?
He got 110 years, and the woman judge said, "Look,
No early nothing.
no, her exact words were that you will die in prison. I will totally remember and revoke, and I'm going to sentence you to your death."
Yes, she did.
That's right. I'm giving your sentence to death by that word. And if anybody's out there, if I'm incorrect, please let me know.
No, I remember it.
Look, it was a scary moment for all those people that he.
Little girl.
Come
little
on.
girls. Yeah.
Look, have some respect. For yourself and everybody else. If anybody else is out there listening, we don't condone that at all. We love and we want to hold people close to us.
Oh yeah. There are some crimes that are worse than others, and those are,
Yeah.
some of the worst.
Ooh, what was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I don't either. I don't know what it was, man. You kicking in or hacking?
What?
Well,
Anyway,
music background was totally changed.
that could have been the music.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know.
don't even look at.
So what
yeah.
else?
Okay. Well, what else is that? All right. Where we live out here, and this society is.
Let's go.
We see a lot of stuff in.
Interesting things.
Yeah, interesting things.
We could write memoirs.
Yeah, we really could, and most of it's volunteer, and let's trade what we do, and we sure do love what we do to help other people. And I think that's what humanitarians are, is to help other people. It's not a think, it's actually a reality.
It's not like we have anything to give but ourselves and our...
Yeah, a couple of smokes here and there,
Yeah, cup of coffee. But the fact that we try to make everybody as comfortable as possible, and smile and be friendly. That's brighten their day somehow.
That's right.
Somehow be helpful.
So what we're doing tonight is we're introducing ourselves through Takedown Man,
Right.
and
Right.
we're going to come up with a couple subjects that we have to, I think, either debate on or not debate on, but enjoy.
I don't know if I can debate with you because I agree with you a lot. So, I mean, I could take the opposite side and argue that point. Whether I agree with it or not, I don't know. Whether I agree with that or not, you know.
Well,
I can put up a good argument.
That's a really good debate. Want to talk about that?
Which one? What?
You're debating not to debate.
It sounds like an oxymoron.
Sounds like a crown that you can wash off a bus that's going down the road and some kid licking on it. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair statement. Finally,
I think that I can, you know, I can be argumentative. I mean, you know, I can put up a good argument, but we'd have to talk about it beforehand, and then I'd have to decide and go for it, even though I might not believe my points.
Okay, yeah, I would like to do one due process with this debate with this lady next to me is that she can completely do a debate, and whatever arguments are, I have to listen because I am on that part of that relationship. She wins, I lose.
Not always.
Oh my. Okay, again. I just lost that one. Whatever it is, it's
well, and sometimes you can agree to disagree.
That's right. And you know what it is that we're actually communicating a lot better being able to sit in front of a microphone and talk about
Maybe he'll leave it with us. We can, you know, get along better for a long time.
Okay, again, I lose.
No, you're winning.
No, I can't. I can't win. And what... I don't want to. It's not about me winning. It's just about us agreeing. And
that way,
what's your
win
favorite?
and I win.
What's your favorite saying?
Not sure which one.
To win. To come on now. Are you serious? You're gonna flub out on me now? Oh, lady.
Never mind. What? No. What? You win. What? I don't say that. You tell me. I can't remember. I mean, which?
Okay.
Help me out.
We have a disagreement to any debate that we've ever had is if we talk about something, if I agree, then we all agree, then we agree. It's something that you said. I mean, I'll never forget that.
Well, then what, if you won't forget it, then what is it?
That's what I just said to you. If I agree, we agree, then we all agree.
Well, then there's no argument.
I know, that's why I lose. Yeah, you should see her mouth. I mean, it's so funny. Look at that sweet smile. See, look, you got to see this online, lady. I mean, her mouth is wide open every time. She is just priceless.
Because I laugh out loud like that. I think I'm funny. You know, I laugh at my own jokes.
I know you're funny.
Whether anybody else enjoys it or not.
You are a book ready to be written. I mean, I can't put it any better than that. And look,
It's kind of boring.
look, check it out. We got 3 watching now. We're moving up.
Who's watching?
3.
What? Oh, 3. All right. We'll take that.
We sure will. We wish somebody else would comment, and it doesn't matter. Tomorrow night we're going to do the same thing, and looking at our time limit is, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's almost to an hour.
It was.
Think.
Where do you find that? Just curious.
Wow. Curious. Yeah.
Yeah, we know about that in the cat.
We have to be a little bit. Alright. Episode 1.
44
He
minutes.
said, she said.
44 minutes ago.
Okay, so anyway. We made it live for about 44 minutes, and we're having a good time with this. And
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're enjoying this?
Yeah. And I didn't think I'd have anything to say. Imagine that. Well, you have a lot to say, and I have.
Normally I do, don't I?
Yeah, I usually can't get a word in, so I don't
Okay.
have a lot to say.
So then I'm gonna go ahead and push you on this one.
Yeah.
So, the excitement in my life is being passionate to other people.
Yeah.
So, what is, I mean, if you want to share it to everybody, that I have to share about you. Does that not get you excited or what?
Well, a lot of things do, but no. About me?
What do I do all the time? Normally I talk about you, but do I ever stop and help people? But I want to know about what I do for Miss Julie. I'm putting you on the spot now.
What you do for me?
Yeah. Why
You
not?
hold me, you build me up, give me strength, love, support.
This
What?
is way past Bill Cosby. I don't drug this lady.
Oh, we didn't think so. That's why I feel weird. No. Well, it depends on what comes next.
The pins are a different thing. We have to put them on people that are older than me. Go ahead.
Yeah, you compliment me. I mean, and everybody has different sides to their personality.
Aspirations, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I never thought I would be doing anything like this. That's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, you take me to places I've never been.
That's right.
In a lot of ways. I'm not going there. You're a shoulder, a comfort, a strength, a gift. Yeah, all those things. You make me laugh. You make me cry.
Oh. Yeah, it's so kind that you say that because it makes me feel good. And feel good. I'm sorry, everybody. I mean, it's not a sappy show, but
It really won't be.
What we're going to do is we're going to close the show here, and I want to dedicate this show for the first time that Julie and I have both been on, and it says she said, he said. There's no pull or tug. I'll give complete kudos out to my friend, my best friend, my lover, Julie, and we call her Julio or Jay for me.
For new experiences.
Yeah, and I've hoped you all enjoyed this, and I look forward to going ahead and doing this one more time with you.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I probably have
Do you
more
want
fun
to
than
do
you did.
Do you want to do this again tomorrow?
Yeah, we have to figure out something else to talk about besides us, though.
Well, let's just ask
We're interesting, albeit. But
they have the viewers. The viewers is Nicko Julio gmail.com. It's N1CKOJULIEO at gmail.com. Comment and let us know. I mean, we really would like to go ahead and start something up for not just us, for
constructive criticism. We'll take it both.
I'll give you the most constructive criticism right now. You're too pretty.
Oh.
All right. So we're live. Hey, this is yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my glasses on. But anyway, can I go out?
Yes.
Do you want to go out with it?
No. Right. Go for it.
This is Nicko, and I'm so glad I was able to do this tonight, and I couldn't have done this without Takedown Man, and I'm sitting with here Julio, and we're glad that you were all sitting around, and I hope to see you all tomorrow.
Or hear him tomorrow.
Yeah, well, listen up, right? So anyway, take care, y'all. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Well, we ain't leaving yet. So silly.
We're like, really? Wish you would.
No, he chatted nothing. You know what's cool about this, Julie? It could be a never ending. Is it? I'll put my glasses on. I'm sorry, I'm blind as hell. I'm just sitting here looking at my girl later.
There you go. Now I'm not so pretty.
I'm gonna go back. Yeah, no, it's still live. We're still live. We're running.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, YouTube. We're trying to get off, and thanks for the opportunity.
Well,
Goodness gracious.
need to get our helper.
No, we don't want them to come in here. I got this. I figured it out. Maybe. As long as I don't have to get a cup to pee in.
Live one by yourself. I mean, your first time doing it live.
Yeah. Alright. Click right. Let's get back here. Okay, so we go here. Full screen. And then
escape, exit area.
He told me one thing. I clicked one thing. I know I messed up, and I'm so sorry, brother. Just burped online too.
There. Well, you'll know next time.
Well, hell yeah. I won't be as blind as I am right now.
What is that?
Welcome to our live stream. I keep on clicking that. Edit video, and then
Oh, this is how it's in our life.
51 minutes ago. So started streaming, and we're still going live again. Everybody, wow, what a really bad ending.
Well, not. It doesn't have to be. So you would let me.
So then, right here, let's go up. That's our music. It's not recorded. That was so. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Because we don't have a video live stream, so. Alright.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now!
I'll entertain myself.
Now!
Just get up. You can't. I'll talk to myself. I mean, I do that anyway.
Because I couldn't close it out. Well, I could close it up, but this time.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to myself.
Stop.